Have you ever felt that gentle, quiet pull as the day begins to fade? A subtle shift within you, a silent invitation to slow down, to turn inward. It is not just the darkness outside, or the quiet of the world settling into slumber. It is something far more ancient, something woven into the very fabric of your being. It is the rhythm of life itself, a silent, internal clock that has been ticking steadily, reliably, since the dawn of time. Tonight, as you settle in, as you allow your body to grow heavy and warm, we can listen to this clock. We can journey into the quiet, rhythmic world that exists within you, a world guided by a gentle, invisible hand. There's nothing you need to do, nothing to figure out. Simply allow your breath to be your guide, a soft, steady wave carrying you deeper into comfort. Each breath in, a gentle filling. Each breath out, a soft release. This inner clock is not a machine of gears and springs. It is a living, breathing orchestra playing a symphony that lasts precisely 24 hours. Every cell in your body is a musician in this orchestra, and each one knows its part perfectly. This grand performance is your circadian rhythm, a beautiful, repeating pattern of waking and sleeping, of energy and rest. It is a dance between light and darkness, a legacy passed down through countless generations, connecting you to the turning of the earth itself. As you lie here, resting, you are part of this cosmic dance. Your body knows the steps. It knows the music. All you need to do is let it lead. So close your eyes, if you haven't already, and feel the gentle weight of your body sinking into the surface beneath you. Feel the rhythm of your own breath, the first and most simple beat of your personal symphony. We are not here to force sleep, but simply to observe the quiet miracle of your body preparing for it. We are here to appreciate the profound and peaceful intelligence that guides you day after day, and especially now, into the deep, restorative quiet of the night. Imagine, if you will, a place deep within your mind, at the very center of your being. This place is not busy with thoughts or worries. It is a calm, quiet control room, bathed in a soft, ambient light. This is the home of your master clock, a tiny, elegant cluster of cells known as the suprachiasmatic nucleus, or the SCN. It is no larger than a grain of rice, yet it is the grand conductor of your entire internal world. It sits peacefully, observing, listening, and keeping time. It doesn't use a ticking mechanism. Its rhythm is far more organic, more natural. It is a slow, steady pulse, like the blooming and closing of a flower or the gentle ebb and flow of a tide on a tranquil shore. This tiny conductor holds the master sheet music for your entire body. It knows when it is time to be alert and when it is time to rest. It knows when to raise the energy of the body and when to let it fall into quiet stillness. Throughout the day, this master clock receives messages from the outside world, primarily through light. Light is its most important cue, its conductor's baton. When a morning sun rises, its light travels through your eyes, even through closed eyelids, along a special pathway directly to this quiet control room. This light doesn't carry images or colors. It carries a simple, profound message: the day has begun. And the conductor, this tiny cluster of cells, responds with a gentle, silent nod. It begins to send out signals like soft, resonant notes from a tuning fork that travel throughout your entire body. These signals are whispers carried on the currents of your bloodstream, telling every organ, every tissue, every single cell that it is time to awaken. It is a slow, graceful awakening, not a sudden jolt. It is the gradual brightening of a dawn happening right inside of you. But now, as evening has fallen, the message has changed. The light has softened, faded, and disappeared. The signals coming into the SCN are no longer bright and energizing. They are soft, muted, and full of the quiet of the coming night. And so, the conductor changes the music. The tempo of the symphony begins to slow. The bright, vibrant notes of daytime begin to fade, replaced by a softer, more gentle melody. The conductor signals for the release of a different kind of messenger, a hormone that carries the essence of darkness and rest. This is the beginning of the body's lullaby, a piece of music composed just for you, designed to guide you effortlessly into sleep. Your only task is to listen, to feel the music as it washes over you, a wave of calm and tranquility. Every part of you is being told, in the most gentle and loving way, that it is safe to let go, is safe to rest. Let's stay with this idea of the master clock, this SCN, for a little while longer. Picture it as a garden, a secret, hidden garden at the center of your mind. In this garden, there are special flowers, bioluminescent and serene. During the day, when the sun's light filters down, these flowers are closed, conserving their energy, their inner light a low, dormant hum. They are aware of the day, but their time has not yet come. They are patiently waiting for their cue. This garden is incredibly sensitive. It can distinguish between the bright, blue-toned light of midday and the warm, orange and red hues of sunset. Each type of light is a different kind of nourishment, a different kind of information. The bright light of morning and noon tells the garden, stay alert. The day is full. There is work to be done. But as the sun dips below the horizon and the sky deepens to indigo and violet, a new message arrives. The quality of light changes and the garden senses this immediately. The pathways from your eyes to this garden are like ancient, winding streams. They are not forceful rivers, but gentle trickles of information. When light enters your eyes, it doesn't just help you see the world around you. A small portion of that light is diverted, sent on a special journey. It activates specific cells in your retina, cells that aren't for vision, but for timekeeping. They are the guardians of your rhythm, the messengers who report directly to the master clock. They are exquisitely sensitive to the changing light of the day. As the evening deepens, these messengers travel along their quiet streams, and their report to the garden changes. The message is no longer one of brightness, but of growing dimness. The day is ending, they whisper. The world is quieting. The time for rest is near, and in response, the garden begins to stir. The special flowers, which have been dormant all day, start to unfurl their petals, slowly, gracefully. As they open, they release a soft, silvery light, a gentle luminescence that fills the garden. This is not a bright, jarring light. It is a cool, calming glow, the very essence of tranquility. This light represents the internal signal for night. It is a biological event, a cascade of genetic activity, but we can imagine it as this slow, beautiful blooming. The genes within these cells, often called clock genes, are performing their nightly dance. They are switching on in a precise sequence, creating proteins that build up slowly over many hours, like dewdrops forming on the petals of these nocturnal flowers. This buildup of proteins is the very mechanism of the clock. It is a slow, predictable process, a molecular hourglass that measures the passing of the night. This inner garden does not operate in isolation. It is the heart of a vast communication network. The soft, silvery light it begins to emit sends signals out to every corner of your body. Imagine these signals as fireflies, lifting from the garden one by one and flying out into the vast landscape of your inner world. Each firefly carries the same simple message. It is night. It is time for peace. It is time for restoration. One firefly travels to your digestive system, telling it to slow its work. Another travels to your muscles, telling them to release their tension. Another finds its way to your heart, instructing it to beat more slowly, more softly. And another travels to the parts of your brain responsible for thought and analysis, whispering for them to quiet down, to let the day's concerns drift away like clouds. This is happening within you right now. As you lie here, breathing gently, the garden at the center of your mind is in its blooming phase. The silent, rhythmic process of preparing for sleep is well underway. You don't need to control it or even understand it fully. You can simply trust it. Trust that this ancient, intelligent system knows exactly what to do. It has been practicing this symphony for eons. It knows how to guide you from the complexity of the day into the simple, healing sanctuary of the night. Feel the gentle release in your shoulders, in your jaw, in the tiny muscles around your eyes. Each release is a sign that your body has received the message from the garden. Each wave of heaviness is your body attuning itself to the slow, peaceful music of the night. You are a part of this beautiful, natural process, a seamless transition from doing to simply being. Let us now follow one of those messengers, one of those gentle signals leaving the master clock. Let's trace its journey to a small gland, nestled deep within your brain, known as the pineal gland. We can think of this gland as a tiny, magical apothecary, a place where the potion of sleep is brewed. When the SCN, our master conductor, decides that night has fallen, it sends a very specific instruction to this apothecary. The instruction is simple. Begin in response. The pineal gland begins to produce and release a special hormone. This hormone is melatonin. It is often called the hormone of darkness, not because it is dark itself, but because it is summoned by the absence of light. It is the body's natural sleeping draft. Imagine melatonin not as a chemical, but as a fine, silvery mist. As the pineal gland begins its work, this mist starts to seep out slowly, gently, into the streams and rivers of your circulatory system. It is a cool, calming mist carrying the scent of night-blooming jasmine and quiet earth. It doesn't force you to sleep. It is not a hammer, but a whisper. It is an invitation. As this mist travels throughout your body, it touches every cell, and its message is one of profound tranquility. It binds to tiny receptors on the surface of your cells, like a key fitting perfectly into a lock. And when the key turns, it unlocks a state of peaceful repose. The cell's activity begins to slow. Its metabolism eases. It is a signal for the entire body to shift from its active, daytime state to its quiet, nighttime state of repair and renewal. This mist of melatonin has a particularly profound effect on your core body temperature. During the day, your internal temperature is slightly higher, supporting an active metabolism. But as the melatonin mist spreads, it carries a gentle coolness with it. It signals for your body to release a little bit of its heat. You might feel this as a subtle change. Perhaps your hands and feet feel a little warmer as blood vessels dilate to let the heat escape. This slight drop in core body temperature is a powerful trigger for sleepiness. It is another ancient signal, harkening back to a time when our ancestors slept in the cool of the night, their bodies conserving energy for the day to come. So as you feel yourself settling, you might notice this subtle shift, this gentle cooling, as your body follows the instructions of this beautiful nightly mist. The release of melatonin is not a sudden flood, but a gradual tide. It begins to rise a couple of hours before you typically fall asleep, its levels building slowly in your bloodstream. This is why you may start to feel a gentle drowsiness in the evening, a pleasant winding down. The peak of this melatonin tide usually occurs in the middle of the night while you are in your deepest sleep. It keeps you anchored in that state of rest, allowing the most profound healing and restoration to occur. Then, as the night progresses and the first hints of dawn are still hours away, the pineal apothecary begins to slow its production. The tide of melatonin begins to recede, just as slowly and gracefully as it arrived. This ensures that when morning comes, you are ready to awaken naturally, without feeling groggy. The mist clears, making way for the warmth of a new day. This entire process is a perfect example of your body's innate wisdom. It knows how to create its own perfect conditions for sleep. It brews its own calming potion, timed perfectly with the setting of the sun. As you lie here, this process is unfolding within you. The silvery mist is rising, carrying its message of peace to every part of your being. You can perhaps imagine it, a gentle, shimmering vapor swirling through you, cooling you, calming you, and preparing you for a deep and restful journey. It dampens the noise of the outside world and quiets the chatter of the mind. It is your body's own lullaby, made tangible. Allow yourself to be enveloped by this mist. Allow it to soothe you. There is nothing to resist, only a gentle current to float upon, carrying you toward the peaceful shores of sleep. Just as there is a hormone for darkness, there's also a hormone for the dawn. The symphony of your circadian rhythm is a beautiful interplay of opposites, a balance of light and shadow. As the tide of melatonin begins to recede in the early hours of the morning, another tide begins to rise. This is the tide of cortisol. Now, cortisol sometimes gets a reputation as the stress hormone, but in the context of our daily rhythm, it plays a vital and wonderful role. It is the hormone of awakening. It is the body's own internal sunrise. While melatonin is a cool, silver mist, you can imagine cortisol as a warm, golden light, beginning as a faint glow on your inner horizon. This process is also orchestrated by your master clock, the SCN. Hours before you're due to wake up, the SCN sends a signal to your adrenal glands, which rest gently atop your kidneys. This signal is a quiet, anticipatory nudge. The night is ending, it whispers. Prepare for the day. In response, the adrenal glands begin to slowly release cortisol into your bloodstream. This is not the sudden jolt of cortisol you might feel in a moment of surprise or stress. This is a slow, gradual, and gentle increase. It is a carefully controlled ramp-up designed to prepare your body for the activity of the day ahead. This warm, golden light spreads through you, like the first rays of sun touching a sleeping landscape. As the cortisol levels gently rise, this golden light begins to stir your body from slumber. It has the opposite effect of melatonin. Where melatonin cooled your body, cortisol gently warms it. It raises your core body temperature ever so slightly, bringing it back to its optimal daytime level. It also signals to your liver to release some of its stored energy, a form of sugar called glycogen. This provides your brain and muscles with the fuel they need to start the day. It is like a gentle hand preparing a nourishing breakfast for your cells before they have even fully awakened. This rise in cortisol also helps to increase your blood pressure and heart rate from their low, resting, nighttime states back to a level that can support movement and alertness. This entire process is called the cortisol awakening response. It is a proactive, intelligent system. Your body doesn't wait for your alarm clock to go off to start preparing for the day. It anticipates your waking time based on the rhythm it has established. It wants your transition from sleep to wakefulness to be as smooth and seamless as possible. So, while you're still dreaming, your internal world is already being bathed in this warm, energizing light. The music of your inner orchestra is changing its tune. The slow, soft lullabies of the night are giving way to a brighter, more optimistic melody. The cellos and basses are fading, and the flutes and violins are beginning to play. When you finally open your eyes in the morning, a significant portion of this preparatory work has already been done. That feeling of being able to stretch, to think, to get up and face the day is thanks in large part to this gentle, internal sunrise. The cortisol tide peaks about 30 to 45 minutes after you wake up, giving you that final boost of energy and alertness to get your day started. Then, throughout the day, the levels will gradually decline, reaching their lowest point in the late evening, just as the melatonin mist begins to rise once more. This creates the perfect conditions for you to wind down and fall asleep again. It is a perfect, beautiful cycle, a wave that rises and falls with the sun. As you rest here now, know that this cycle is in its quiet phase. The golden light of cortisol is at its lowest ebb. The landscape of your body is under the soft, silvery light of the moon and the stars. It is a time for stillness. It is a time for peace. There is no need to think about the coming sunrise. Simply enjoy the deep, quiet beauty of the night that is here now. The master clock in your brain, the SCN, is the conductor, but does not play every instrument itself. Instead, it directs a vast orchestra of smaller clocks, located in almost every organ and tissue throughout your body. These are called peripheral clocks. Imagine your liver, your stomach, your heart, your muscles. Each one has its own internal timepiece, its own small group of musicians. These clocks are all genetically similar to the master clock, using the same beautiful dance of clock genes to keep time. However, they need to be synchronized. They need to play in harmony, and that is the role of the conductor. The SCN ensures that all these separate clocks are set to the same time, so that the body's functions are coordinated in a beautiful, unified symphony. Let's journey to one of these places now, to your digestive system. We can imagine it as a bustling, efficient kitchen. During the day, this kitchen is fully operational. It is prepared to receive food, to break it down with remarkable precision, and to distribute nutrients to every part of the body. The peripheral clocks in your stomach, your intestines, and your liver are all synchronized to your typical meal times. They anticipate when you're going to eat. In preparation, they begin to produce the necessary enzymes and digestive juices. They turn on the stoves and ovens of your metabolism, ready to process the energy you consume. This is why eating at regular times can feel so good to your body. It allows this inner kitchen to run on a smooth, predictable schedule. But as evening falls and the master clock sends out its signals of approaching night, the kitchen receives a message. The fireflies of melatonin arrive, carrying the whisper, the day's work is done. It is time to clean up and close for the night. In response, the peripheral clocks in your digestive system begin to change their tune. The production of digestive enzymes slows down. The rhythmic contractions of your intestines, which move food along, become less frequent and more gentle. Your liver, which is a powerhouse of metabolism, shifts its focus. Instead of processing incoming nutrients, it switches to its nighttime duties of detoxification and repair. The entire system begins to power down, to enter a state of rest and restoration. This is a profoundly intelligent process. Your body knows that digestion is an energy-intensive activity. By quieting the digestive system at night, it frees up that energy for other crucial tasks, such as repairing cells, consolidating memories in the brain, and strengthening the immune system. It's like the kitchen staff, after a long day of cooking, finally gets to sit down, clean their workspace, and sharpen their knives for the next day. This nightly rest is essential for the long-term health of your digestive organs. It gives them a chance to heal and regenerate, ensuring they are ready for the next day's work. This is also why a large, heavy meal close to bedtime can sometimes disrupt sleep. It's like asking the kitchen staff to prepare a 5-course banquet just as they are locking the doors for the night. The digestive system has to power back up, overriding the signals for rest. This can raise your body temperature and heart rate, making it more difficult to fall into a deep, peaceful sleep. Your body is trying to follow 2 different sets of instructions at once. The master clock's signal to sleep and the digestive system's need to work. But right now, as you lie here, you can imagine your inner kitchen is quiet. The lights are dimmed. The surfaces are clean and gleaming in the soft moonlight. The staff is resting. There is a deep sense of peace and order. Your body is not being asked to do any heavy work. It is free to focus completely on the task of resting, of healing, of preparing for a new day. You can feel this quiet in your core, a sense of stillness and ease in your abdomen. Allow this feeling of digestive peace to spread throughout your body. Another layer of calm, another reason to let go and drift deeper. Now, let us turn our attention to another part of the orchestra, the cardiovascular system. Your heart and your blood vessels are the rhythm section, providing the steady, underlying beat for your entire being. During the day, this rhythm is naturally more robust. Your heart beats a little faster, your blood pressure is a little higher, all to support your physical and mental activity. The peripheral clocks in your heart and in the cells lining your blood vessels are set to this daytime tempo. They are ready for action, prepared to deliver oxygen and nutrients wherever they are needed quickly and efficiently. But as night approaches, the conductor, the SCN, signals a change in tempo. The melatonin mist begins to swirl around the heart, and its message is one of calm and tranquility. The peripheral clocks within the cardiovascular system hear this message and respond. The music softens, the beat slows down. Your heart rate begins to gradually decrease, finding a slow, steady, peaceful rhythm. It is a powerful and grounding beat, like a slow, deep drum heard from a distance. Your blood pressure also naturally lowers during the night. The blood vessels relax and widen, allowing blood to flow with less effort. This nightly dip in blood pressure is a vital period of rest for your entire cardiovascular system. It is like giving a tireless marathon runner a long, well-deserved break. This nightly slowing is a beautiful act of conservation and restoration. With every slow, gentle beat, your heart is using less energy, undergoing less strain. This period of rest is crucial for heart health. It allows the muscle of the heart itself to repair and recover from the day's work. The cells lining your blood vessels also use this quiet time to perform maintenance, repairing any tiny areas of damage and ensuring the pathways remain smooth and clear. The entire system is in a state of peaceful, restorative maintenance. You can feel this change within you now. You may not be able to count your heartbeats, but you can feel the quality of the rhythm. It is not the driving beat of a busy day, but the soft, steady pulse of deep rest. You can place a hand on your chest if you feel comfortable and simply notice the gentle rise and fall, the quiet, reassuring rhythm beneath your palm. This is the sound of your body at peace. This is the rhythm of deep relaxation. Each beat is a reminder that you are safe, that you're being cared for from within. Each slow, steady pulse is a wave of calm, washing through you from the center of your chest out to the tips of your fingers and toes. There is nothing to do but to feel this deep, steady rhythm and to let it anchor you in this present moment of profound stillness. Let each heartbeat be a gentle drum, lulling you deeper and deeper into a state of serene tranquility. And while the heart beats softly, another system awakens to its most important work, your immune system. We can imagine the immune system as the night watch, a silent, diligent crew of guardians who patrol the quiet streets of your inner world while everyone else is asleep. During the day, some parts of the immune system are less active, a strategy to conserve energy for other tasks. But at night, under the cover of darkness and guided by the circadian clock, the night watch begins its rounds. The peripheral clocks within your immune cells are exquisitely tuned to the 24-hour cycle. As melatonin levels rise and cortisol levels fall, specific types of immune cells, the ones that fight off infections and patrol for abnormalities, become more active and numerous in your bloodstream. They are like sentinels, taking advantage of the body's stillness to perform a thorough sweep. They travel through your tissues and your lymph nodes, seeking out any potential threats, viruses, bacteria, or damaged cells that need to be cleared away. This is one of the most profound reasons why sleep is so deeply healing. It is the dedicated time for your body's defense and cleanup crew to do its most effective work. Think of it this way. During the day, the city of your body is bustling with activity. It's difficult for the maintenance and security crews to get their work done with so much traffic and noise. But at night, when the streets are empty and quiet, they can work unimpeded. They can repair the roads, clean the buildings, and ensure the city is safe and sound for the new day. This is what your immune system is doing while you sleep. It is identifying and neutralizing threats. It is clearing out cellular debris, and it is creating memory cells that will help it respond more quickly to future infections. This is why a good night's sleep can be one of the best things you can do to support your immunity, especially if you feel you're fighting something off. This nighttime activity is a quiet, invisible process, but it is one of the most important things your body does. As you lie here, resting peacefully, this diligent crew is at work within you. They are your loyal guardians, working tirelessly to protect you and keep you healthy. You don't need to oversee their work or give them instructions. The ancient intelligence of your circadian rhythm is guiding them perfectly. Knowing this can bring a profound sense of security and peace. It allows you to let go of any worries about your health and to trust that your body is actively, intelligently caring for itself. You can surrender to sleep, knowing that you are in the best possible hands, your own. Feel a sense of gratitude for this silent, powerful work. Feel the deep safety that comes from knowing you are being watched over, protected, and healed, all while you drift in peaceful slumber. Now let us zoom in even further past the organs and the systems to the level of the individual cell. For it is here, in the quiet darkness of the night, that the most fundamental work of restoration takes place. Every single one of your trillions of cells contains a copy of that same remarkable clock, that same dance of genes. And at night, these cellular clocks signal that it is time for the restoration crew to begin its work. Throughout the day, the simple act of living, of turning food into energy, of moving, of thinking, creates a certain amount of wear and tear. Tiny bits of damage accumulate in your DNA. Proteins can become misfolded, and cellular waste products build up. During the day, your cells are too busy with other tasks to focus on major repairs. But at night, everything changes. As your body enters deep sleep, guided by the circadian rhythm, a massive, body-wide repair program is initiated. Energy that was being used for digestion, movement, and conscious thought is now redirected to this vital work. It is as if a team of microscopic craftspeople, each an expert in their field, emerges to restore every part of you. Some are specialists in DNA repair. They travel along the spiraling strands of your genetic code, meticulously checking for any errors or breaks that may have occurred during the day and skillfully mending them. This process is absolutely essential for maintaining the integrity of your genetic blueprint and for long-term health. Other members of this cellular crew are responsible for clearing out waste. They are like a meticulous cleaning service, gathering up old, damaged proteins and other cellular debris that can clutter the cell and impair its function. This process, known as autophagy, is a form of cellular recycling. The old parts are broken down, and their components can be reused to build new, healthy structures. This nightly cleanup is what keeps your cells youthful and efficient. It is a deep, internal cleanse that happens every single night, without you ever having to think about it. At the same time, this is the prime time for building and replenishing. For your muscles, it is a time to repair the microscopic tears that occur with physical activity, which is how they grow stronger. For your skin, it is a time of accelerated cell division and collagen production, which is why sleep is so often associated with a healthy, glowing complexion. For your brain, it is a time not only for memory consolidation, but also for a unique cleansing process. During deep sleep, the channels between your brain cells actually widen, allowing cerebrospinal fluid to flow through more freely, washing away metabolic byproducts that have accumulated during the day's intense neural activity. It is a literal brainwashing, essential for clear thinking and cognitive health. This incredible, multifaceted process of repair and regeneration is happening within you right now. As your breathing deepens and your body settles into stillness, you're providing the perfect conditions for this work to unfold. Every cell is taking this opportunity to heal, to clean, and to prepare for the coming day. There is a profound wisdom in this cycle of activity and repair. Your body understands that it cannot be on all the time. It requires this sacred period of downtime to maintain its intricate and beautiful balance. By allowing yourself to sleep, you are participating in this sacred act of self-healing. You are honoring the deep needs of your body. So sink a little deeper into this feeling of restoration. Imagine your cells humming with this quiet, productive activity. Feel the deep sense of being renewed from the inside out. You are not just resting. You are being rebuilt, restored, and made whole, all within the peaceful sanctuary of sleep. And what is the source of this incredible body-wide timing? How do all these cells, from the conductor in the brain to the musicians in the liver and the heart, know what time it is? The secret lies in a beautiful and elegant molecular dance, happening inside the nucleus of each cell. This is the dance of the clock genes. We don't need to understand the complex biochemistry, but we can appreciate the poetry of it. Imagine, within each cell, a quiet, circular ballroom. In this ballroom, there are two pairs of dancers. We can call them the day dancers and the night dancers. As the morning begins, cued by the light signals from the SCN, the day dancers take to the floor. They begin a slow, graceful waltz. As they dance, they activate other genes in the cell, the ones responsible for daytime activities, energy production, alertness, metabolism. Their dance is what turns the cell on for the day. But their dance also has another, more subtle effect. As they waltz around the room, they are also slowly, piece by piece, building their partners, the night dancers. They are creating the very proteins that will eventually silence them. This is the genius of the clock. The process of being on inherently contains the seeds of turning off. Throughout the day, the night dancers are slowly assembled. They wait patiently in the wings of the ballroom. As the afternoon wears on and evening approaches, there are enough of them to form pairs. Then, as the signals of darkness arrive from the SCN, the night dancers make their entrance. They step onto the ballroom floor and gently interrupt the day dancers. They bind to them, and together they stop dancing. The music of the day fades. The activation of the daytime genes ceases. The cell's activity begins to quiet down. Now, the night dancers are in control. Their presence on the floor signals the start of the cell's nighttime functions: repair, cleanup, and rest. But just like their counterparts, their time on the stage is also finite. Over the course of the long night, the night dancers slowly begin to break down. They degrade, piece by piece, in a slow, predictable process. This degradation is the hourglass of the night. As they disappear from a ballroom floor, they release their partners, the day dancers. By the time morning approaches, the night dancers are gone, and the day dancers are free to begin their waltz once more, starting the entire cycle over again. This entire dance, this beautiful, self-regulating loop of activation and inhibition, takes approximately 24 hours to complete. It is a molecular masterpiece, a perfect feedback loop that keeps impeccable time. And it is happening in nearly every cell of your body right now. The day dancers are silent. The night dancers are presiding over the quiet of the cellular ballroom. This is the fundamental rhythm of your life, the metronome that underlies every other process in your body. It is a dance that connects you to the rotation of the planet, a genetic echo of the sun rising and setting. There's a deep comfort in knowing that this dance is so reliable, so ancient, and so wise. It is not something you have to manage or control. It is happening automatically, a gift to your biology. You can simply rest in the knowledge that this perfect, rhythmic process is unfolding within you. You are a living clock, a symphony of time, a dance of molecules. As you feel yourself drifting, you can imagine this gentle, cellular waltz, a slow, graceful turning within every part of your being, a dance that carries you effortlessly through the quiet hours of the night and will faithfully bring you back to the light of morning. Sometimes, of course, this beautiful rhythm can be thrown slightly out of tune. Travel across time zones, the glow of a screen late at night, or an irregular schedule can all send confusing signals to our master clock. It is like the conductor is hearing music from two different sources at once. The light from a phone might be telling the SCN that it is still daytime, even as the internal clock genes are saying it is time for the night dancers to take the floor. This can create a temporary state of dissonance, what we might experience as jet lag or difficulty sleeping. But your body is incredibly resilient. It has a profound and innate desire to return to harmony. When the rhythm is disrupted, the SCN works patiently to resynchronize. It listens carefully to the dominant cues, especially the powerful, natural rhythm of sunlight and darkness. When you expose yourself to bright light in the morning, you're giving your conductor a clear, strong signal. This is the start of the day, you are telling it. This is the downbeat, and the conductor listens. It begins to adjust the entire orchestra, nudging the peripheral clocks back into the correct tempo. It might take a day or two, but the body will always seek to find its rhythm again. This process of resynchronization is a gentle one. The body doesn't force it. It coaxes itself back into alignment. It is a testament to the flexibility and intelligence of your internal systems. So, if you have had a day that was out of sync or a week that was irregular, you don't need to worry. As you lie here now, in the quiet and the dark, you are providing your body with the perfect conditions to reset. The absence of bright, artificial light is a clear and unambiguous signal to your SCN. The message is simple. It is night. Your body understands this message. It is a language your cells have spoken for millions of years. You can support this process with your own gentle intentions. You can let go of the day that has passed. You can release any concern about the day to come. You can simply be here, now, in this moment of quiet. Each calm breath you take is a vote for tranquility. Each muscle you allow to soften is a vote for rest. You are working in partnership with your circadian rhythm, helping it to find its clearest, most harmonious expression. Think of it as tuning an instrument. You are providing the silence and the stillness needed for the delicate work of finding the perfect pitch. So allow the darkness around you to be a comforting blanket. Let it be a message of peace to your master clock. Imagine all the conflicting signals of the day fading away, like distant sounds in a fading city. All that is left is the pure, simple signal of the night. Your SCN receives this signal with gratitude. The conductor raises its baton, not for a loud crescendo, but for the softest, most gentle adagio. The music becomes simple, pure, and deeply resonant. Every clock in your body, from your brain to your liver to your skin, hears this clear, harmonious tone and attunes itself to it. You can feel this sense of coherence settling over you, a feeling of rightness, of everything falling into its proper place. You're coming back into rhythm. You're coming home to yourself. As we begin to draw this journey to a close, let's return to where we started. The simple, profound feeling of your body at rest. The symphony is playing its nightly lullaby. The master conductor, your SCN, is presiding over a world of peace and order. The silvery mist of melatonin is flowing through you, bringing its cool, calming touch to every cell. The golden light of cortisol is dormant, waiting patiently for a dawn that is still many hours away. Your digestive kitchen is quiet and clean. Your heart is beating with a slow, steady, reassuring rhythm. The diligent night watch of your immune system is making its rounds, keeping you safe. And in every one of your trillions of cells, the restoration crews are at work, repairing and renewing you from the inside out, while the night dancers hold sway in the cellular ballroom. All of this is happening without any conscious effort from you. It is the gift of your biology, an ancient wisdom that lives within you. Your only task is to allow it to happen, to surrender to the gentle, downward pull of sleep, to trust this deep, internal intelligence. This circadian rhythm is not just a mechanism. It is a connection. It connects you to the Earth's daily cycle of light and dark. It connects you to every living thing on this planet, from the smallest plant that opens its leaves to the sun, to the largest animal that settles for the night. You are part of this vast, planetary breath, a rhythm of exhaling into rest and inhaling into wakefulness. As you lie here, feel that connection. Feel yourself as part of this great, natural pattern. Let go of the need to do anything. Let go of the need to be anywhere else. You're exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to be doing, resting. Let your body grow heavy, as if it is sinking gently into the earth itself. Let your mind become quiet, like a still, clear lake under a starry sky. If thoughts arise, as they sometimes do, you don't need to follow them. You can simply watch them drift by like clouds, acknowledging them without attachment, and always returning your focus to the simple sensation of your breath. Your breath is the rhythm you can always feel. A gentle rise and a soft fall. It is the percussion section of your personal orchestra, always there, always steady. Let it be your anchor, grounding you in this moment of deep peace. With every breath out, feel yourself letting go a little more. Releasing the day, releasing tension, releasing thought. With every breath out, You are sinking deeper into the soft, welcoming embrace of sleep. Your body knows the way. It has been preparing for this moment all day. The path is clear. The way is open. All you need to do is take that final, gentle step of letting go. Trust the rhythm. Trust the night. Trust the profound and beautiful wisdom of your own body. It is time to rest. It is time to sleep. Deep, peaceful, restorative sleep.